man. Vibes are great. 9-game winning streaks.
It's not my jock.
It's not my jock. No siree. Buck. There you go. It was a walk. Wow, look at that. We're on fire this morning on the pregame show as Joe Shasky joins me for the cross Jover. Man, Jock Peterson, it's starting to feel, it really is, and I said this yesterday.
Is it magic inside?
It's a legitimate magic is what I was calling it this morning. Maybe
Really?
that's an oxymoron because there's, what do you mean? Magic is like supernatural, like how can it be legitimate? But this one is because when you use the term magic, it has a supernatural feel to it. Like this shouldn't be happening, but it should be. The young guys are contributing, Joe. Like you think about 2 years ago and it was, a lot of one and dones. It was like, this mix and match. Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, these guys are long in the tooth. Okay, maybe this is a one-off. And it sure felt like that last season after they struggled and they were only 500. But now, it really is a strength in numbers. You got the young guys. You got the Tristan Becks. You got the Ryan Walker, who's going to be pitching today. You got Jock Peterson stepping up. You got the Yaz a couple nights ago. It really is all hands on deck, and it's refreshing to see because they're going up against a team that has just star power, has individuals, but a lot of individual agendas. This really does feel like a team, and I really wanted to this morning give Gabe Kapler a lot of credit because I know when they're losing, it's Gabe's fault. When they're winning, it's Farhan. Look at what he's doing. Let's give Cap some credit during this winning streak, can we?
Well, multiple nights in a row, the opportunity presented himself, and he went with the matchup and took out Brandon Crawford, and that guy didn't bat an eye. After hitting a clutch base hit up the middle in the at-bat prior. So, to me, the buy-in across the board from a veteran, a champion, the all-time greatest shortstop defensively in Giants history. To me, like, those little things really matter. Is he Merlin?
Is he Dumbledore? Is he Snape?
I can't name but one.
Oh, no. I thought you were a big Harry Potter head. No. Is that Madsen only?
I was going Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone. That classic. Disney Plus. Get after it. We watched that one. Actually, Benny was low-key into that. It's like one of the old animations too, from the 60s. Along with Robin Hood. He liked that one as well.
Robin Hood.
With the Fox.
Fox.
Maid Marian.
Absolutely.
Totally.
But you know what? There's a variety of things that are going down simultaneously right now. Number one, DeSclafani. Not horrible.
Hey, that was
great.
gutsy. Don't come out to the Paisan, all right? That was gutsy performance. 8 hits. He scrambled. He was grinding.
I mean,
that's a quality. Well, it's not 6 innings. It was almost a quality start.
Lefties are hitting him pretty hard right now.
He's getting shelled.
And when runners are in scoring position, if you look at the batting average against, he's not able to withstand. Guys get on base and he kind of wilts.
Yeah. Me and Sam Lubman, producer extraordinaire and host of Garlic Fries and Baseball Guys with you. You guys are doing a hell of a job with that podcast, by the way. But we were talking about it. He actually gives me Sean Manaea Oakland A's vibes.
Why?
Where early on if he's going to have it or not.
Interesting.
He gets shelled easily.
Yes.
Like you could have like a no-hitter type stuff, but then he'll have this inning where it's just bomb, double.
Yes.
Like, and it just gets away from him so quickly. And Sean Manaea, why he's not a starter anymore is because he could never find that consistency again.
Yes.
But the problem with DeSclafani is you paid him all this money to be a starter, and right now he's acting like he's a 5 or like a long relief guy when you paid him to be a 3.
When you go 5, and I think yesterday was 5 1/3 or 5 2/3.
Yeah.
When you go 5 and give up 3, like, it's not that bad. No. Like, I expect more.
No, well, he's getting paid, and you should expect more.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is, to me, that's 4th, 5th starter, opener, quality, start. Not quality start. I'm talking about it's equivalent to going with the 4th, 5th start. I paid you to be a 2 or a 3.
Yes.
And you haven't even come close to that.
And he's been like a 5 or again, like a long bullpen.
Now, I'll give him this. He's gone at least 4 pretty much every single start. But again, when guys get on base, for a veteran, it just feels like he wilts.
No, totally.
The first sign of adversity. And what's frustrating for me is that they signed him to an extension that I just don't know who were they competing with for 3 years of DeSclafani.
That's a good point. And I felt like that one hurt, too, because you could have had Gausman. I know they weren't going to pay Gausman all that money.
Gausman's been all right.
Gausman's pretty good with Toronto. That's the thing. Like, that one was kind of a head scratcher to me.
And that splitter fits really well in our ballpark and in our division.
Yes.
You know,
and not in the
ground
AL
ball
East. I'll tell
pitcher.
you that. It does not fit in the AL East at times when
No.
it gets away from him. But definitely in this ballpark against these squads. And listen, it's just, I was mentioning it earlier, the youth movement and Tristan Beck coming in relief. Like, we were talking about DeSclafani, but the story of last night for me was Tristan Beck, man.
Yeah.
3 innings there, lowers his ERA to 3.04, and Gabe Kapler was talking after the game. Let's start giving these pitchers some credit, too. We're giving all the love to the batters, but Tristan Beck, man, he deserves some flowers.
Well, and they're playing sharp defense late in games. Guys are buying in on substitutions. You know, Austin Slater getting a pinch hit, draws a walk, a lot of little things. And their plate discipline is just been fantastic. And it's rubbed off on Casey Schmidt. He's drawn now 2 walks in back-to-back games. He obviously gets the pinch hit late in the game, 9th inning against Hader for Brandon Crawford, who had just had a base hit for a single. You know, Bo Mel getting a lot of criticism as the Padre manager. Mm-hmm. Why your eyebrows go up?
I'm not surprised.
What do you mean?
This is legit expectations for this squad this season. They got, the big contract with Bogarts. They've got Soto. They've got Tatis now back with this lineup. And they're 3 games under 500, and it's almost July. Are you kidding me?
Well,
this is supposed to be. Well, I know it's early, Joe,
yeah.
but we saw this time and time again. And I know we love Bob Melvin here in Oakland. He was a Cal guy, Bay Area guy. We love him. Very nice guy. Nothing but nice. He was always kind to this station when he came on. And I think we're trying to get him on. Very nice man. But what does he want? What is he? I'm sorry.
Can I double down on this?
No, you absolutely can.
Because you know who's one of his bench coaches, or I guess third base coaches?
Whomst.
Matt Williams. And I love Matt Williams as a player. He's a loser as a manager.
Yes.
He made some horrific decisions, specifically when he was with the Nationals. God bless him. Baseball lifer. I believe he's from San Diego, too.
Yeah. I think he's down from
Marine guy.
SoCal.
They used to call him the Marine.
Yeah.
You're talking about 2 guys that have monumental late season failures on their resume.
2014 is all I think about with Bob Melvin, and it all culminated in that wild card game. And I know we're going down memory lane here, but not having Jeff Samardzija active for that game when you just need to win that game to move on. Not pulling John Lester when he's clearly struggling against a team that's running against him and he doesn't even care. There's just so many different individual things that he gets wrong, and you were always juxtaposing that with what Bruce Bochy was doing right across the Bay. He always seemed to have the pulse on the team. He seemed to know what to do, and it just feels in late game situations, Bo Mel gets tight, and you're seeing it and you're seeing with Gabe Kapler. What happened in that 2021 season with Gabe Kapler? It felt like every single thing he did was liquid hot gold.
Yeah,
every liquid hot magma.
Yeah,
single thing. He had the Midas touch, and you're starting to see that during this 9-game winning streak. And we were alluding to the pinch hitting. 9-game winning. 9, Joe.
It's kind of crazy.
It's a legitimate magic is what I'm calling it. Maybe that doesn't sound good, but that's what it is.
We've talked so much about the Warriors the last couple of years. When was the last time the Warriors won 9 in a row?
Boy.
The Niners, I believe, won 9 in a row.
Well, to win 9 in a row in the NBA, you have to do it on the road, and the Warriors can't do that. Sorry.
No, but this feels like one of those magical moments for Giants fans where you're falling back in love with a lot of guys that were older, and then you're obviously getting introduced to a bunch of the youngsters. And it just feels like the complete tide has turned on the team and in the organization. Optimism is completely flipped. And look, the reality is that, if everybody's feeling great about Farhan and we're all excited and everything, and I am too. I'm really pumped. And I'm not trying to be the pump the brakes guy. Believe me, I am not trying to be that guy. But the big picture now for this team isn't just this season. It's about sustainability for these young players. That's what I'm looking for. So, Schmidt comes up. He's raking. The league adjusts to him. What's his adjustment to the league adjusting? And you're seeing, hey, I need to be a little more discerning at the plate. 2 walks in the 2 pinch hits in back-to-back nights. All right, but can you still be that same aggressive hitter with a sprinkling in of some of that plate discipline? That's what I'm looking for. Patrick Bailey, he had a play last night at the plate where it was like, dog, that's not a force play. That's a swipe tag play. Yeah. Why are you giving that up? Little tiny things. And I love he's a really good defensive player. But every now and then he has a brain fart of being young. Yeah. So, there's just little things that now you need to iron out for sustainability. And that's when I know that, hey, we're really turning the corner with these young guys.
Absolutely. And Patrick Bailey, I thought he had a hell of a play last night. I forget who the batter was, but he swung and missed at a bunt attempt. And then he threw out Ha-Sung Kim, and Ha-Sung Kim, what the hell are you doing there?
Another caught stealing.
That's just something you can't teach, and you just never saw it from Joey Bart, right? Like, you just never saw that defensive instinct that you're seeing with Patrick Bailey. That's Joe Shasky. He's coming up next. Bonta Hill,
God, I'm
Morning
so
Roast.
excited.
Giants, 9-game winning streak. We want to hear from Twitch,